Hi Leo, and welcome to your July 2020 work and career reading. I just want to say thank you before we sort of get into the reading. I will briefly just say thank you to all of you who watched the love or are in the process of watching the love reading, which is also on the channel for July. That's already been uploaded. I am going to be doing love readings and work and career readings every month, so please make sure that you're subscribed and notified if you'd like to see future videos. And yeah, I'd like to thank you, those of you who've joined me already, I'd like to thank you for your support. As you know, it's a new channel, so I'm busy building it up at the moment. So please let me know any sort of thoughts, ideas or things you'd like to see on the channel. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Right, Leo, let's have a look at what's happening for you in your work situation over the month of July. Okay, so Spirit, we're with Leo energy, please. We're with Leo now. Straight away. Okay. I'm going to lay quite a few cards out and then we'll look over them in one. So we start with the Orphaned card. What else, please, Spirit? Do you want me to take that? Yeah. Okay. What else? We have the Observer card. We have the Not For You card. We have two more here. Looks like you've been through a time of change, Leo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to go for 9 cards initially. We have Time to Go, we have Message in a Bottle. There's 2 more here, okay. Mending and No Place Like Home. Okay. Apologies for that. I sometimes get my Spirit have a tendency to play with my throat chakra. And they're just saying to me, pull 2 more. Do you want that one as well, Spirit? Okay. It's almost like they're clarifying as they go along here. So, but we're going to pull more clarity cards. I'll go over those in a minute. So, Leo, it looks like you've had quite a tricky time recently. And there may have been a situation, I know this won't apply to all of you, but please take what resonates. There seems to have been a situation that has left you feeling a bit alone and out in the dark. You know, there's a situation with you and regarding your work. Now, this could be trouble at work. This could be, you know, interactions with other people that are making you feel left out of a situation. It may have been that you've been overlooked for promotion, or it may simply be that you're no longer at the workplace that you were at, or you're having to be, maybe you've been furloughed, you know, in your work situation because of the pandemic. But you all know what resonates with you, but, you know, here you are feeling quite alone and quite sort of isolated from your normal work situation. And it feels like they've just said the word unfairness to me. And it feels like you know, you feel there's something very unjust about this situation. And you've been watching things very, very closely, you know. Here we have the Observer card, and you've been watching developments as they go along, and you're feeling quite sort of, as I said, left out of the whatever negotiations are going on, whatever discussions are going on. And it's almost like you're just waiting for some sort of situation to change. I do, excuse me. You know, you've definitely been watching this situation very closely, Leo. And, you know, it may be that you've been feeling very, very disheartened over the way you've been treated. There definitely feels like a sense of unfairness here. It feels like, you know, you thought that things were going to be okay, but somehow something changed and now you're left not knowing what's right for you. And it kind of feels like it's changed your attitude towards your work or your workplace. So whatever experiences you've had in the last sort of month or so, in July, I think you're going to be questioning, what is right for me? Is this situation something I want to be a part of or not? Because is this really for me, this situation? Is it doing me any good? Am I going to be able to stay there? Am I not? Are they going to choose me? Are they not? It could be either way. It just kind of feels like, I'm surprised we haven't got a hangman card here, although these are oracle, obviously, but the equivalent, because it kind of feels like you're waiting on a situation, which is why we've got the observer. You're watching a situation unfold and you're questioning, whether or not it's right for you because of the way things have unfolded. And here you are questioning, It's coming under the orphaned card. So it's kind of you saying, well, why has this happened? Why has this situation come to be? Why am I being treated like this? Why has this had to happen? Why? There's almost like a disbelief within you where, you feel that things haven't been fair, that life hasn't been fair. It may not necessarily be your employer, it may be just a general feeling about life not going the way you want it to, but it feels to me like it's employer based. If of course you have your own business, it may well be that things have had to close for a while because of the circumstances. It may be that your things aren't going the way you wanted them to go, and therefore you're having to forge ahead alone, and you're not sure whether or not this is going to work out, and you're questioning, why hasn't this worked out? Why hasn't this gone forward? I do, excuse me, have a Spirit, please help with my throat chakra, please clear it. Thank you. You want this situation, Leo, to be righted. You feel that there's a sense of injustice here, that something isn't fair, as I said earlier, and you want it to be fair. You want it to be leveled out. There's a sense of balance here. She's holding scales. You want this to be a fair situation. You want justice in this situation. So, it may well be that if you have been in a situation in June where you have maybe lost a job or you've been furloughed, you're waiting for some sort of outcome from that situation, and you're wanting it to be a fair outcome. But you have been questioning whether or not it's for you. You have been questioning whether or not you want to be in this position ever again, or whether you want to do things differently in your life, because right underneath the not for you card, we have the time to go card. So it may well be that during the month of July, you reach quite a big decision, Leo. You may think, actually, I don't want to be in that situation ever again. And it's time for me to move on. I don't like the way I've been treated. I don't like these circumstances. This is time for me to make a change. This can be a positive thing for you. I love change because, it takes some adjusting to, but it always brings new things into your life, doesn't it? So, here's you sort of taking a new path into something new. If that resonates with you, please let me know, Leo, because, it feels like you're going to take the lead back in your life and move forward. But you are going to get communication about this situation. Here we have a message in a bottle. I'm not suggesting it's going to come via a bottle. But, stand by the sea in case. No. I'm not suggesting that at all, Leah. But what I'm saying is that, this card talks about you're going to be contacted. And I heard the word email. You're likely to receive an email, but actually the card, when we look inside the bottle, it has a picture of a telephone. So it could be a telephone call, but they did say the word email to me. So whatever the outcome is of this situation that you've been observing unfold, you are going to get some sort of information come your way. And they've just said the word resolution. So you will be able to make a decision based on that information, Leo. And that will come during the month of July, because then you'll have more facts to be able to make a decision. But, you know, there's definitely been a situation where you're needing it to be fair, you're needing it to be right, and it's almost like, you know, you're going to need to heal from this situation. I think something that happened here you took very personally, and I don't mean there was some sort of personal attack on you. I do think it was regarding circumstance, but it's something you got caught up in that affected your personal circumstances, and I do feel that you are having to heal from that. You know, because it came as quite a shock to your system. You know, one minute you felt things were jogging along quite nicely in your life, and the next minute you're ending up feeling out in the cold. So, yeah, but you are going to be healing from this situation, and you will be feeling a lot better after you've received this message, because there'll be more clarity for you. It's going to help you to feel a lot more grounded. You're going to be feeling, you know, a lot more at home. This we have the no place like home card, and you know that basically is saying to me that you are going to be healing from this experience, and you are going to feel a lot more grounded again, Leo. You're going to know where you stand. You're going to feel a lot more confident, because you're going to know the position you're in. Therefore, that will help you move forward. Okay. Now, they gave us these 3 supplementary cards. I was only going to lay 9, but they've given us these 3. And they're saying, Leo, during the month of July, it may well feel that you know, that like you're stuck between 2 worlds. You know, here we have the darkness. You've started off in the darkness energy, feeling quite alone. Okay. But then as the month progresses, you get more information and you're better served to make a decision. You're going to be mending and moving into much lighter energy. So at the moment, you may feel very unsettled, because it's almost like you're between 2 camps. You're waiting to go from the darker energy into the lighter energy. And this may well be the beginning of July. You may still be in this sort of slightly darker energy at the beginning of July, waiting to move into positive energy. So, you know, they're saying, they came out in this order, so I'm going to take them in this order. They're saying focus on the here and now. The best you can do during the month of July is just take it moment by moment, day by day. You know, we know there's a past here, and that's, you know, the situation that has helped you to feel, not helped you at all, has it really? Ended up with you feeling quite alone in this situation. I can't get this sentence right at all. But, you know, there's also a future, but they don't want you rushing towards anything until you've got the facts, and you are going to be getting more facts about this situation during July, and it will be early July, because although it's come here, I also read downwards, and it's in the first line. So, you know, when you've got more information, you'll be clearer about how to move forward. But for now, they want you to concentrate on you, Leo, to sit in the here and now, to, you know, just take life moment by moment, day by day, and do the best you can just in that moment. And use this time to clean up anything in your environment, you know, either physically or particularly emotionally, you know, to clean up those emotions, to get yourself back in the strong energy that we know you have, Leo, in order to take this next step in life. And I will pull a couple of other cards to see if they'll tell us where this is leading. Spirit, can we do that, please? Yeah, they want me to use the same deck. Okay. Let me see. Where will this lead, Leo, please? I suspect they've not given us the cards yet, because I suspect wherever you're leading will be in August. But yeah, I mean, you're being divinely led at the moment, you know. Spirit are with you, and they are sort of making things happen in divine timing, you know. But they're saying to you, trust your intuition as well, because we all have some of sort of divine energy within us. So they're saying, you know, use your intuition, Leo, but, you know, live in the moment, make each moment sort of perfect for you. You know, remain flexible. You know, don't sort of stick to rigid ideas. Don't think that whatever this job was that you had, or that you've been a part of for a while maybe, don't feel that that's the only step forward you can take. You know, there's other opportunities, which is why they're saying, you know, that maybe you'll be deciding in July. It's your free will. You know, you can decide to stay, you can decide to go, but whichever you decide to do, or if this situation doesn't work out and you're in a position where you have to move on, then, you know, be flexible in your approach, Leo, because there's always other opportunities around. And they're saying, you know, this card is coming up a lot at the moment. Spirit are encouraging people. We all have yin and yang, female and male traits within us. And they're saying to you, you know, pull on your logical mind, and, you know, move things forward in a logical way. Be flexible. But, you know, also be aware of your inner intuition. So that's quite a few extra cards they've given us there. I'm going to spread these out. And I'm just going to lay a few more. Which deck do you want me to use, Spirit? Do we go tarot? Do we go oracle? We go tarot. Okay. Let's just pull some clarifiers for some of these cards. I'm not going to clarify that bunch there because I think they were additional messages. In fact, I've changed the order of those, so I'm going to swap these back over. Between Worlds was an extra one that came up here. Right, okay. What can you tell us about this orphaned situation, Spirit, please? For Leo. For Leo, please. Yeah, here we have the Hanged Man card. Was it you or was it the previous? Maybe it was the previous reading, or no, it was, because I said the Observer card. I said it's funny that we haven't had the Hanged Man card out yet, and here we are, the first card that comes out. So yeah, you've been waiting for a situation to be resolved, Leo, as we said, you know, and that is what's causing you to feel, you know, frustrated, sort of alone, quite unsettled in your situation, because, you know, you want to be back on top of your game. You want to be back in your Empress energy. You know, the Empress is, you know, at the top, the top of her game, basically. You know, there's abundance all around the Empress. She sits in her power. But this situation, if you compare the energy of this Empress compared to the energy in this card, this is what you're wanting to return to. This is, you're wanting to return to your real sort of Leo powerful energy. And this is how you've been feeling. So I'm going to put that there, because that kind of came up for both of those, because you've been watching that situation. What is the not for you doing here, please, Spirit? What is that decision about for Leo? Yeah, you see, they want you to be mindful, Leo, and they want you to be careful, because, you know, we have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is, you know, he's a very emotional person. Doesn't have to be male, can also be female. More often than not, kings are males, but we're looking at the energy here. So, you know, you may be feeling, because you're worried about this situation, as I said earlier, you may be questioning whether you want to be a part of it or not. And here you are sitting on your own island in the middle of the sea, you know, plenty of creatures around you, you know, you're sitting quite happily, but you're pulling yourself away from it emotionally as a self-protection mechanism. And that's why you're questioning, because you've been hurt by this, Leo. This situation has unsettled you in some way and maybe made you feel very hurt. But they're saying, you know, you may be feeling during early July that you've pulled away and you're self-protecting by being a bit emotionally distant about all this. What can you tell us about why? The why card, please. Yeah, you are kind of questioning, as we said earlier, why is this happening to me? Why am I in this situation? You know, and here we have the Knight of Cups. You know, you're hoping that someone will come in with a message that will make you feel a whole lot better. Now, we know that there is going to be a message coming in because we've had that quite clearly, and we'll clarify that card in a moment. But this feels like your hopes at the moment, Leo. During the month of July, this is what you'll be waiting for. You'll be waiting for a message that is going to put it all right for you. So we'll clarify, in fact, let's clarify that message now. Yeah, it's going to come in fairly quickly because we have the Chariot. It's going to show forward movement and you will be clearer on which way to go. So it's not giving us an indication of whether or not it'll be a positive message or a message that means you're moving on from a situation. But it is going to come in fairly fast during the month of July. So, you know, you won't have to be in this suspended energy for much longer, Leo. Let's have a look at To Be Fair. What do we want to be fair, please? This one. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like you feel like you want your just desserts here, and rightly so, Leo, because I did say to you earlier, it feels like this situation has been very unfair to you, you know, and it feels like you have been putting in a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a lot of creativity into the job that you're doing, that you've been making a lot of effort, you know, but you want to be fairly treated regarding this situation, you know, and you want to be fairly treated because you put in, you know, that energy and the enthusiasm and the creativity, you know, in all your ideas. But, you know, this is what you're hoping for. Why do we have time to go here, please? Why do we have time to go here, Spirit? I want this one. Is it that one or that one? It's that one. Yeah, you're doing a lot of thinking through here, Leo. You know, we have the Two of Wands here, and you see this person here is sort of purveying his world. You've been doing a lot of thinking. Like we said in the cards above it, you know, you've been protecting yourself emotionally, and maybe you're thinking, you know, like I said earlier, I'm not sure I want to be in this position ever again, so what can I do to avoid that? And you are questioning whether or not you'll be staying in your current role or whether you'll be moving on. And, you know, here you are sort of purveying your world. There can sometimes be a lot of procrastinating, a lot of overthinking with this card. So, you know, just don't drive yourself too crazy overthinking this situation, Leo, because things will be a lot clearer when you get this message in July regarding your work situation. Oops. Why do we have mending here, please? We have two. Do you want me to take both of them? You do. Okay. Ooh, okay. So you are going to be healing from this situation, as we said. You are going to feel that justice is served. So, I mean, what a beautiful card. What a beautiful card to come up under the to be fair card. So what you were hoping for was that, you know, you were going to be fairly treated, and you will come out of this situation following this message feeling that justice has been served, that things are dealt with fairly and evenly. Sometimes the justice card can mean legal matters, but in this situation, I just think it'll be news about your employment and that a fair resolution will be reached. Okay, we do have the death card with it, and the death card means that there's going to be changes. So, you know, and they're usually major changes. So, you know, there may be a major change. You may decide that, do you know what, yes, I've been treated fairly, but actually this is my opportunity to start something new. Or it could be that, you know, you're going to go back because we have the no place like home card, that you are going to maybe returning to your place of employment, but that things are going to be changing. Maybe you'll have been offered a different position, or, you know, just the circumstances of the work has changed for whatever reason. You know, maybe there's been changes in team structures or something like that. So, yeah, but you are going to be feeling a lot better because we have the healing card. So, and your justice will be served. You'll feel quite happy about that. So please clarify the no place like home card, Spirit. Yeah, you're going to be feeling in a lot more relaxed energy. You know, we have the Queen of Cups, who is very nurturing, very motherly type energy. Again, you know, when you're at home, if, you know, as long as you have a good home environment, then that's for a lot of people a safe place. And, you know, here you are feeling relaxed in your energy. You're able to feel more giving, more loving. Because you're a lot more relaxed, all this stressful energy has been resolved during the month of July. So, you know, again, really good news for you, Leo. You know, this situation will be resolved for you. I know this isn't going to apply to all of you, but if it does, please let me know, because, you know, that's yeah, interesting information for you. I'm just going to pull a direct message from Spirit card. These have, I don't read with these because they have quite a lot of writing. Okay, so I'll just read this card to you because the writing is it's white, and sometimes that's not clear to read on camera. So the card there's a message from Spirit for you, Leo, for the month of July is study. It says Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way, which is what we were just saying about the changes coming up, or learning something completely new. We also offered that as an option, didn't we? This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So, you know, if you decide to make changes during July, you know, you have free will to do so, obviously, Leo. You know, that's going to be good for you because it's going to be expanding your mind. And equally, if you return to your old job with the changes, you know, that are in place, then, you know, there's opportunities there as well. So it's a win-win situation really for you. And I love it when it works out like that. Okay, Leo, I'm going to draw that to a close now. I hope that was helpful information for at least some of you. Please do let me know. I love to hear what resonates and whether or not, you know, that's been helpful. And as I said, I will be doing more readings throughout the month of July as Spirit requests, but I'm also going to be doing some twin flame soulmate readings. So if you're interested in those, please click the notification bell and the subscribe button, or vice versa, whichever way. And if you enjoyed this video, if you'll give me a like, I'd really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I will talk to you very, very soon, Leo. Take care.